Well, Matt, you've had a couple of days now to reflect on Tuesday. You know, what are your thoughts looking back on that game?
Pretty much the same as after the game, to be honest. We were a dominant team. The statistics would say that. Watching the game back, it says that. I think that when you really delve through the performance and look at the reasons we didn't win the game, we didn't take our chances. And it's those small, fine margins that define whether you gain 3 points or not. And said after the game, we shouldn't have been just 1-0 up. It should have been a game that I think was out of sight, but it wasn't. And now what the players need to do is if we do get into that situation again this season, which I'm sure we will, hopefully we'll create lots of chances on Saturday at Hartlepool. We've got to take them, because we can't keep saying that we're playing well and not winning.
It's those type of dominant performances that you're hoping to see at home. It's all about making yourself very difficult to beat at home and making teams fear coming to the Banksy Stadium.
It is, but then I would argue that I want those type of performances week in, week out, regardless of whether we're playing at home or away. And that's because of the trust and the belief I have in the players. So it's up to them to now go and put those performances in. I think we're very close, but we need to be more ruthless and take the opportunities that we create, because we work so hard in a game to create opportunities. I thought our build-up play was good, but those big moments, and I know I keep mentioning them and speaking about them a lot, we just didn't take them. But I'm looking forward to Saturday. I think it's a game that we've got to approach with confidence. Expect Hartlepool to be a very good team. They're a group that had great success last season, obviously being promoted to this league, and it'll be another test for us.
And it is all about that. They'll still be buoyed from last season, but are you expecting another tough challenge?
Most definitely. Every game at this level of football will be difficult, and we've got to earn the right, first and foremost, to compete in that game. And once we do that, I'm confident that our players, their qualities will come through, because as a group we've trained extremely well today, and you know, the players are driving each other on. There's competition at the moment in the squad for the starting jersey, and that's what you want as a coach. You want to see your players day in, day out pushing each other, and then when the game comes, the ones that are lucky enough to get onto the pitch from the start, they've got to go and deliver, because if they don't, we've got a squad of players that are hungry and want to play. So I'm really happy with where the squad is at the moment. I'd just like now for us to take those opportunities that we create.
And you've spoken before about the players dealing with, you know, pressured situations. Going to Hartlepool, they'll have a big fan base there. Again, it's dealing with that sort of atmosphere, isn't it?
It's almost blocking it out and being so professional in your approach to the game that just becomes noise, and it becomes noise that helps in terms of our performance and channels our players, because we're going to have noise as well, by the way, because we'll have our supporters there, and it's a long trip. What I think is paramount in terms of importance is that our players go out and put on a performance for our loyal fans that have travelled. And you know, it's something we've spoken about before. I've spoken to the players about it, that we've got to go and reward the fans, but the players are desperate to succeed. And you know, the game on Saturday is a game that I feel that we can approach in a positive manner, be aggressive in terms of team selection, be aggressive in terms of the way that we set the team up, because I think we're a good team, and I've said that before, I really do. So we must be high on confidence. I know the players haven't won a competitive league game this season, but I watched the quality of training today and I'm really impressed. And now it's a case of the players making sure they deliver that on a regular basis on a match day.
And you've spoken about building blocks before. It's all about putting those foundations in place, and a point on Tuesday night is the perfect opportunity to go and try and back that up with another positive result on Saturday.
It is. I'd have loved all three, and I thought we deserved all three, but it's just the manner in the way that we had the 3 points taken away from us. It was totally in our control of the game, and we make an error and you get punished in professional football if you don't make good decisions. So yeah, we've got something to build on, but the players, I think, should be high on confidence because we perform really well. I really enjoyed watching the game back, and I'm looking at the relationships that players are forging with each other on the pitch, and some players that had their first opportunity really took it. So I'm excited to now come and watch us play, or go and watch us play away at Hartlepool.
And just a note, you've already mentioned there on the fans that are travelling up. As we sit here today, is just over 250. We're expecting well over 300. A note on them to say a little thank you for travelling.
I think, you know, our fans, and I've said this before, are going to be so important to any success we have at this football club this season, because the players crave it, the players need that extra support. I thought at home on Tuesday they almost were, you know, willing that ball to go into the back of the net, and when it did, you listen to the reaction, it sounded as if there were far more than just over 4,000 people there. And when I look at our fans travelling away to support us, I thank them greatly. And now the pressure is on the players to go and deliver for those loyal supporters that have spent their hard money, that they've earned themselves, to come and support their team. And I think the players, you know, should use that as something that can be positive towards going and getting a good result. But yeah, I for one will make a point of thanking as many of them as I can after the game, and hopefully after we come away with a positive 3 points.